What is happening, Ranger Nation? Kwing here, and it's time for another Power Rangers Battle for the Grid news update. Been a while, but you wanted more characters, and Enway, Hasbro, and Capcom have delivered. Now, the teaser video from Shadow Ranger, aka Ryu's actor, was correct, and the answer did lie in the heart of battle. And Ryu and Chun-Li are joining the Battle for the Grid as their Power Ranger forms from Legacy Wars several years ago. Now, I know IGN had a 24-hour rights exclusive to the story, so I couldn't talk about it in video form for days of knowing, and it almost killed me, because it's so awesome! But if you haven't seen the trailer, boom! Here it is.
Name's Scorpina, and I'm your worst nightmare.
It's morphin' time! Shoryuken! You must defeat my Shoryuken to stand a chance. I will keep on fighting. I know the answer lies ahead.
You ready for this? Spinning bird hit!
So, the Street Fighter pack featuring Hawk and Phoenix Rangers will release May 25th for about $12.50, or you can buy the Crimson Hawk Ranger or the Blue Phoenix Ranger separately for $6 each. Still, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really surprised by this announcement and thought it would never be possible, due to the strings Enway and Saban had to pull years ago from Capcom to get Ryu, Chun-Li, Guile, Akuma, Cammy, and Bison to appear in Legacy Wars. And the only way they were able to do that was a special Street Fighter anniversary event for various characters that were going to appear in other mobile games that year. So it never crossed my mind that they could ever appear in a Power Rangers video game again, considering how Enway said it was a once-in-a-lifetime thing to me and would never probably happen again. Well, I think I know how they did it. And Saban was pretty clever. They had two Street Fighters become Power Rangers for their Legacy Wars game, and maybe this created a loophole for the Power Ranger company. Who knows? I'll have to get confirmation on this little theory of mine, but I think it's possible. I will eat my gi, though, if Ryu and Chun-Li's iconic Street Fighter II costumes make it as skin DLC in Battle for the Grid, but I very much doubt they could do that. I really do hope that the Street Fighter pack will have some actual Power Ranger skins that we've been begging for, like Jason's Omega Red Ranger skin, or Kimmy Cub's Queen Ranger Slayer, or Mike's Solo Ranger Black skin. Who knows, but I mean, we have been very patient, Enway. Come on, throw us a bone. For the most part, I am thrilled with Street Fighter characters joining Power Rangers again, and maybe the door is swung open for some teenage Morphin Ninja Turtles, who appeared in a certain Boom Studios comic book with some other teenagers with attitude. I'm just saying. Since they're Rangers too, isn't that like some kind of Ranger loophole for licensed properties, perhaps? You know, I mean, Ryu and Chun-Li are basically the Hawk and Phoenix Rangers. They're not necessarily Ryu and Chun-Li, right? They're Rangers in another dimension. So why can't the heroes in the half shell as Rangers appear down the road? Or maybe Shredder, Green Ranger, Evil Ranger. Oh, it's too bad the DC characters never morphed, because yeah, that That would never happen. Now, personally, I knew more Power Rangers were coming because of Scorpina's arcade ending. I mean, it was kind of a given, right? It said to be continued, and it's way too soon for a Battle for the Grid 2. Also, that was never the plan for this game. My old Saban pals and Enways stated that making a Power Rangers budget $20 game was what they were trying to do. That way they could keep adding other Rangers via Season Pass, just like Capcom does with Street Fighter, so they can keep breathing life into the game and keeping fans happy without having to, spend a exorbitant amount in creating a brand new game. And I think that's actually pretty smart. But of course, the global shutdown and the virus changed how plans went, or maybe Hasbro buying the Power Rangers brand did something. I guess we'll never really know. And if more Rangers end up coming out, then this was kind of moot. But I will say the controversy over these characters' inclusion in people's Twitter rants is unfounded. I bet more Rangers will come in time, but attacking Enway isn't really doing anything productive, so just don't do it. Just be patient. More Rangers are going to come, and maybe your favorites will end up in it, or not. But like I said, it's a budget fighter, and the plan was always to keep adding more fighters into it. And if Hasbro, basically honors what Saban wanted to do, then we're going to have a lot of content in this game down the road. But the Street Fighter editions are pretty epic. Yes, I know, I'm incredibly biased as a Street Fighter fan since Street Fighter 2, but that doesn't matter. Having Mr. Fighting Game himself and Chun-Li as Power Rangers is incredible. And I never thought it would happen. When it happened in Legacy Wars, I was just like, no, they can't do this. How did they do this? They did it. Also, now we have finally another Blue Ranger and White Ranger in Battle for the Grid. So come on, that's a win, right? What I love about these new additions is, of course, the voice acting are Street Fighter vets, I'm pretty sure. Well, at least Ryu, aka Shadow Ranger, is totally doing Hadouken and Shoryuken, and just hearing these classic iconic lines from the actor himself just sends tingles up my spine. It's so cool. Yes, the moveset is going to be very similar to Legacy Wars, but what did you expect? That's where Hawk and Phoenix Rangers were born, and it makes sense that they would have a combination of their iconic Street Fighter moves and what Legacy Wars created, right? Of course. Still, May is such a long way away for these characters, and literally there's nothing happening in April, so many games have been delayed until 2022, and even DLC has been pushed back until later in the year for a lot of really popular games. Pokemon Snap is all we have coming new for April 30th, and gaming right now is a barren desert, and Ryu and Chun-Li could have breathed new life into this just really lame industry right now. That's my only issue with the Street Fighter pack, is that it's on the horizon a month or so away, and it could be right now, alright? But, oh well. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, so, you've probably known about this news for days. How did you keep a secret? Well, it was a lot easier keeping this secret than knowing about Zeo Gold for months on end. But, of course, everything turned out fine. To put it simply, though, I am very happy about their inclusion in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, but I kind of want to see Guile as the Green Ranger, or maybe Blanca. What would a team of 5 Street Fighter characters look like as Power Rangers? Besides being almost god tier and super OP, I kind of want to see what the team would look like. Guile has to have the mohawk, though. That's a must. But now, anyway, I want to hear from all of you guys and gals. What do you think about the Street Fighter pack in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid releasing this May? Are you excited about it, or just don't care? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm sure more Rangers, again, are coming to Battle for the Grid. My guess would be some type of Dino theme pack with Trent, Coda, or Zack, or maybe some other Dino-themed characters, or maybe even Dino Fury Rangers themselves. Now, from a marketing point of view, that makes the most sense. But whether or not they do it, that's on them. But I think later this year, someone from Dino Fury will end up in Power Rangers Legacy Wars, just like Beast Morphers Red did. It's a given. Along with the new Street Fighter Rangers, our Power Rangers Versus series will return in May, which I am so pumped about. I love playing Versus with Amber. And that's it. That's all, Ranger Nation. I will see some of you tonight at 6 o'clock with, of course, another live stream. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this Power Rangers news. I know it's been a while. Until we meet again, may the power protect you always. God bless, and happy gaming. Later, Rangers.